Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Mom and Son Podcast.
This is Rose Fresco Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And this is Anton Fausto the son. So it's still January and I still feel the pagka-New Year of it all.
The freshness of it all.
Yeah, sana hindi pa nag-wear out or sana hindi pa natamad yung mga tao. And I'm talking to myself as well.
Optimist pa rin tayo.
Yeah, about all the goals and resolutions we set out. And just like we talked about a few weeks ago, and it's a very common, famous topic or resolution would be about fitness. And with fitness,
Health.
people always talk about, and people just focus on going to the gym, getting the right amount of exercise, diba? Parang, what type of workout plan will I do? What workout group will I go with? Diba?
Yes.
How many times will I get a trainer? Will I get a coach? All those type of things. What kind of exercise? How many reps like that?
Yes.
But one thing we tend to forget, because I think it's the less flashy, less sexy part of it. I would also call it the more boring part
Yeah.
of getting fitter and leading a healthier lifestyle would be the diet.
Yep.
Would be the food that you eat, the food and drinks that you take on a regular basis. Because we look at diets as usually parang, okay, I'm gonna go to the beach again this week. 1 week, di ako mag-rice or di ako mag-sweets, ganon. Those are all temporary things. And if we,
Band-aid, no?
and if we want to live a truly healthier and fit life, it has to be our lifestyle. It has to be the default na this is how we eat every day. All our meals are geared towards or pointing towards having a healthy lifestyle, diba?
Yes. So they say nga that abs are made in the kitchen,
Kitchen.
not in the gym. So what does this mean?
So if you do 1,000 sit-ups, that doesn't guarantee that abs are going to pop out.
So para bang mas effective pa nga na kontrolin mo yung diet mo, because they say nga something like 80% is all about the diet. So kunyari lalagyan mo ng percentage yung effect, whether it's a diet or the exercise, 80%. Oo. 80%.
But something this also depends on your body's makeup and your metabolism. Kasi with me, what happens is I need to have a good diet to lose weight, but I also need to have exercise. So,
Yes,
example,
everybody
exercise
naman.
alone doesn't get me fit, but at the same time, diet alone doesn't get me fit. So those times
Yes.
there were times that I would eat healthy, but then I'm busy or I don't really get to exercise. A week of eating healthy without enough exercise would be kind of the same as a week of exercise without eating healthy. But I need them, although it's 80-20, the 80% of diet, for me, my body, the 80% of diet needs the 20% of exercise to activate
Yeah, that's true.
the fitness
Yes.
process. So
you cannot go zero.
you cannot just have one or the other.
So what we're saying now is there really has to be a conscious effort to make your everyday meals healthy.
Yeah, the structure.
Oo. And it's not easy because the way we designed nga, no? The way, parang masyado na rin tayong Americanized in the way we eat.
We want everything now. Gusto natin
Yes.
masarap.
And also cheap. So the
Yeah.
processed ones are and malasa.
And it even goes farther than just the taste and the health. Yung nga, you mentioned it's cheap. Syempre,
Accessible.
people would want to go for the more convenient ways and the more affordable ways because not everybody naman can spare that much to get the healthier option when it's not even as delicious, diba? Tas mas mahal
Oo
pa.
nga eh. So,
Or mas
ang
hassle talaga.
So, maraming mga temptation to really cut it short. Mag-shortcut ka na lang. So, go for the accessible, cheaper,
and more delicious.
nasasarapan ka pa.
Yeah,
no?
okay. So you just mentioned temptations. I wanna talk about how we do it in our household. How you turned it. You medyo turned it around-ish at a certain point because you would do the groceries before. And if we do want to, instead of fighting the temptation in front of your face and you have to say no, we think it's more effective, more efficient to not have the temptation there in
At
the first
all
place.
anymore.
So we're talking about the food that you buy, the food that you allow inside your home. So how did that whole
the history nga of that.
history
Siyempre,
happened?
tayo naman, we've always been trying to be healthy, di ba? Siyempre, as a mom, I would also
in the
want...
recent years? But let's say around 10
even
years
before,
ago.
Pero parang there was a big push in 2014 when Lola had cancer.
Oh, okay.
So I had to research kasi about that. And then there was one time Papa and I went to the farm And all that we could watch on TV was about health.
And everything that they served you was healthy.
Oh, yes, super.
Pero masarap or?
Nag-improve na. From the very first time we went
you went
there,
more than once?
Oh, yeah, we went more than once. Nung bago pa siya, the food was cute. Para bang if you're staying there for a day, you'd be fine. Pero you would really crave. I craved for my meat. And that's why when we went out now, and we saw this, Max Fried Chicken.
Okay.
It was the most delicious Max Fried Chicken I've ever tasted. But then, they hired a chef na magaling. Masarap na.
Yeah.
Masarap na siya. But of course,
that's good.
may mismo pa rin yung mga, alam mo yung mga super rich food.
Yeah, and magasa.
Hindi pa rin ganon. But it's quite sustainable. So, when that happened, that was the time when I introduced salad every day. If you remember. And then we had all this discussion na ayaw nyo. Diba?
I was kind of okay with it naman.
And then you learned to like it.
To like it.
Oo. And
At
then
first, I
you
just
were
tolerated
looking
it.
for it. Ang
Yeah,
galing,
yeah.
So parents, you have to be reminded that it's still within your control. And you just have to explain. Tapos, sarapan nyo rin naman siguro, no?
Yeah.
Masasarap
It
din
wasn't
naman.
it wasn't no delicious food anymore, all healthy ganun. It's a slow tiny increments of change.
Tiny
because
increments.
we want to make it, for it to be effective, we have to make it the default. Like it has to be part of our lifestyle. But at the same time, I think it's equally as important. We have to make it sustainable. Because knowing myself, I cannot go, let's say, a whole day no meat ganun, and have that every week. Parang, just knowing myself, at least at the stage I'm in now, if ever I will transition to that that type of vegetarian, I don't think I can do vegan. Vegan's different. Vegan, you can't even have milk. So wala na ice cream.
So vegetarian, you can have the byproducts.
Yeah, imagine if ever I do transition to that vegetarian lifestyle, I cannot do it like, okay, now no more meat, parang ganun. If ever you want to do it, it's just
gradual,
going like that. You have to make it gradual. So that
Si
hindi mabigla yung
Danny,
katawan
she
mo.
vegetarian
VJ
or
Danny is a
vegan?
vegetarian.
So she consumes milk,
Yeah, she does.
egg.
Yeah. She's not the
okay.
intense vegetarian. Like example, if alam ko, I always ask her these vegetarian questions.
Yes.
If there is meat on her pizza, parang tatanggalin lang niya.
Yeah.
Hindi naman yung parang porket
should
it's in
not
the
touch.
same.
Yeah.
And it's a health.
So you will eat the meat.
Yes. Ako
If you're eating with her.
Yeah.
So what we introduced is yun nga, salads. And remember your baon, di ba? At the start, your classmates would say, salad? And then you would eat it ahead. So that medyo
no.
ma-fill
Okay.
up na.
My style is not just a headache. No, I don't eat it ahead.
I was
eat
at
it-
Enrique, who was
baka.
eating it.
Yeah, mine kasi the way I eat is fiesta style. So it's
Okay,
all
all
together.
together. That's
so when
how
I
I
eat,
eat also.
especially in college, like when I'd always have a salad with me, and everyone would be like, "Oh, salad healthy," but they don't know. Like I just take out the salad, and then I go buy a meal. I go buy a rice meal. So what I end up doing is, I have to fill my stomach up. And what usually happens if I buy a rice meal, hindi pa sapat, so I might buy more or buy dessert, ganun. So my style is, I eat a salad na rin with it. So, in
Nafi-fill
effect,
up ka
I
na.
don't eat as much rice / ulam, or I don't buy dessert na kasi
Busog ka na.
busog na ako. And kumain na ako ng salad. Sayang naman kung I'm gonna eat
So
healthy stuff
that was
after.
one of the things we did.
The
We
salad.
introduced salad every day talaga. And then we even planted para organic. It's
Yeah,
just
for a
that we're
while.
having a hard time sustaining it, Parang
Yeah.
minsan sobrang dami, minsan wala. Like right now, wala na naman.
But it's a good experience, and it's a different. Although it probably tastes the same, it will not feel the same when you know,
Yeah.
oh wow, this
From our
grew.
harvest.
This grew right
From our
outside.
hacienda.
Yeah, and at least there you know for sure that wala siyang parang
Chemicals.
or pesticide or
Oo.
whatever added in it.
Another thing that we introduced is the red rice.
Yes.
This one, I attempted na a few times in the past. Kaya lang iba yung taste. That's why we came up with this parang 50-50.
Oh, until now is it just 50-50? Parang we do pure red rice
meron
naman
na
sometimes.
kasing mga red rice na
Medyo
okay
mixed.
na.
Okay.
na rin
Back
yun.
then kasi
meron
medyo
ding mix.
mas
Yeah.
corny talaga.
Okay, so on top of that, using red rice as the staple rice,
Yeah.
we also have it pre-measured into half cups.
Yeah. So, on the plate, it would be chunks of rice. Parang naka-measure na cups of rice instead of just a bowl of rice na you won't
na you wouldn't know the volume na.
Yeah,
no,
so masasanay ka lang with eating just 1 cup of rice or 1/2 cup of rice rather, of red rice. And being Filipinos, it's already part of our culture to have rice. So I don't think, it wouldn't be sustainable to completely remove it from my diet. It was a transition from white rice to red rice. But then now I've gotten used to red rice. And
yes, you ordered
the
it
guilt
now,
is,
even sa restaurant.
Yeah, the guilt is less. But it also improved white rice for me because instead of being so used to white rice, now every time that there's white rice, parang siyang treat.
Nag-iiba rin.
Parang, oh wow, white rice ako today. Parang siyang, it's like since my norm of a drink would be water, those few times I would have like a really nice cold Sprite, parang, it's like a bonus compared to it being the norm na palagi mo nang in-order or kinakain or iniinom.
And as a matter of fact, parang nasanay na rin tayo na medyo healthy yung kinakain natin. Na, di ba when we were in the States, when you competed, that's parang naaano na ako doon sa mga pagkain.
Yeah.
Mga fries,
and also since you're on vacation, you go to the stuff that you just buy, the food that you buy. Wala masyadong home cooked.
I don't know, there was something very artificial na about the fries.
Okay.
Even
I
the
think I'm in the age that I didn't super feel affected.
That.
And I was dancing every day, so I was really hungry. I always was exercising, so I needed to eat more.
Alam mo, iba ang food sa America compared to Europe.
Yeah.
Mas real yung food ng Europe.
Really?
Real, yes. Mas real.
Yeah.
For example, if you go to Spain, parang kahit na nakikita mong karne yung kinakain mo kasi sa sarap ng mga meat dishes nila, parang mas totoo. And especially New Zealand, naramdaman ko yan.
They're really health conscious. So in this whole thing, we just want to introduce and sort of discuss and promote that lifestyle because I also have this experience. One of my episodes in Mix recently, I really want to be more health conscious. Now I talk about it every start of the year. I want to be health conscious, ganun. But now I'm putting it out there on Mix,
to make you accountable,
on my podcast, on social media, to make myself more accountable, and to put everybody. I want to include people in the
to help you.
In the journey because we always see posts of people who are already fit. Like, it was a long journey. Bam, here's the product. Now what I'm doing now, and I don't know, of course, what's gonna happen in the future. Hopefully, it's gonna work.
Hopefully, you will succeed.
Here, I'm being honest about it. That this is me now. I do know and acknowledge that I am chubbier and bigger than usual. But it's a process, and you need to acknowledge it first. That you have to fix something, you have to improve something before you improve it. Compared to parang, wag muna ako magsasalita about it. Tas kung gumana, dun ko nagang sasabihin
yung iba ganong technique. Ikaw kasi, you're a social being.
Yeah, and I want to call the universe.
Yes. You're activating your RAS. Reticular Activating System. Ibig sabihin yan, our mind has a way, kasi iba, gazillions of information that we encounter on a daily basis. So, when you activate your RAS, parang it's a filter. So, yung mga hindi mo kailangan, hindi na. So, now that you said it out there in the world that you want to be healthier, para bang you will now be looking, your brain is now more focused. This is good for me. This is good for me. Ganon.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully, your friends, your family,
can help me with this journey.
This journey.
There's an example that I can do with it, just calling the universe.
Yes.
Example, my style is when I go to auditions or when I try out for something. I usually tell my friends and family na, hey, I'm doing this, I'm trying out for this, hopefully I get it. Please pray for me, please support me, parang ganun. Please wish me luck. It's different naman for different people. Some people like to work in silence, but then if you're like me or if you're curious to try
it depends
this
on
style
your
I'm working, why not try it? You can give it a try. If you fail, you fail. But then,
siguro kasi hindi ka na masyado nahihiya if you don't attain the goal.
Nahihiya pa rin ako, but then I learn to face hiya
more healthily,
more frequently and without that much fear.
Kasi yung iba parang they would die siguro. Parang wag na, sasabihin ko na lang pagka nangyari na. But again, kanya-kanyang style yan. So, now that you're saying it out there, so we encourage all the friends of Anton to help him. And if I may, there's also this society trend din kasi to. masyado na rin tayong tiptoeing around fat. The word
okay.
fat. The word fat has become parang naging villain na siya eh.
Naging bad word na siya.
Naging bad word na siya where
naging
as it's just a
na siya.
description. Bakit why are you so free to say, ay, ang payat-payat mo? Kung ganyan yung mga tao ko minsan, di ba?
Mukhang unhealthy na sila. Yeah.
Oo, parang, and then, that's okay. But when pag sinabi, uy, parang tumaba ka, ay, ang pangit mo. Parang ganon eh. Yan yung mga usual.
I think there's a balance
at least hindi ako pangit. May mga ganon pang mga sagot eh.
Yeah, no, but I think there's a balance to it kasi it's been a norm na it's like the tita culture na whenever there's a reunion, a Christmas party, whatever, that is always the first and most discussed thing. I say
losing weight, gaining weight.
Yeah. Na I think this is just the reaction of the general public now na wag naman puro
weight.
Puro tabako yung
pag-usapan.
Pag-usapan ganun. It goes both ways naman eh. One, syempre the relatives or whoever says na tumaba ka cares for the person, but then
there's a way to deliver.
Yeah, and it became such a normal thing na probably it's not taken into account na. Like if I tell someone he got fatter, she got fatter, they also have they probably are the first ones to know, diba? Na they are also going through their own things and their own journey and struggles to dealing with that. But then the way that people toss it around kasi baka it's too there are times that it's too lagi na lang yun na lang sinasabi na each time na sinabi, and laging it's always what I'm talked about. I think the right way is sabihin mo to baka whatever and then that's it na. Parang iwan mo na at that. But now at the same time din naman on the other side of things, people are getting so sensitive about it that if they tell you that okay, you do something about it, but then don't blame that interaction, don't blame the care of...
I like it that you mentioned it there, yung from the other side, pag may nagsabi sa'yo na, uy, tumaba ka, I think that's not body shaming eh. Pag sinabi, uy, mukha ka ng baboy, yun ang body shaming na, uy, my gosh, ano ka ba, damulag. That is body shaming. But when just somebody who, and especially if you know that that person cares about you, uy, parang you put on a bit of weight So, di ba? Parang ganun yun eh. It's the same thing as pag sinabi, uy, gumaganda ka ngayon.
Yeah.
It's an observation. So,
physical observation.
Pero, easier said than done.
Yeah.
If you're in the position of the one who's been trying to lose weight,
to
no avail, masakit talaga yun.
Yeah.
Kasi parang pinapamukha pa sa'yo. So, on both sides, dapat lang mas maging sensitive.
Sensitive about it. Yeah.
Okay. And, I like what you said a while ago about the tiny increments. Yan, di ba? Alam mo yung 1%, 1% ka
1% increase.
Oo. Kasi nga, ang usong-uso sa atin, we really love yung mga fad diets.
Yeah.
Mga nagre-rename lang yan, mga Atkins, mga beach, South Beach diet.
I've never heard of that.
Keto diet.
But then they have some scientific background to it naman. And the keto diet isn't just a fad diet. There are people who do it religiously and it works for them.
It works for them.
Yeah, but okay, the keto... Okay, go, finish this.
Okay, do not resort to something drastic. Ako, yan lang ang observation ko. Again, I'm also not an expert in the field, but what I can only share is what has been successful. Worked for me. Kasi tumataba din ako eh. Pero sa bewang na talaga ako nakafocus. Because yun naman yung una eh. At saka yun nga yung pinaka-importante because that's the one that tells the condition of your visceral fat around your abdomen, which is, yun yung magsasabi kung high risk ka na sa hypertension, diabetes,
high blood, yung mga ganun.
Oo, etc. Lahat, halos ng mga debilitating diseases. Ito na, bantayan nyo na yung bewang nyo. Bantay bewang.
And well connected to that, saying that we're not experts, it would be important also, now delving into going into a diet, if you want to change your lifestyle talaga, seek professional advice and guidance. Because there are those diets that have scientific scientific research about it naman, and they're backed up with credible data, and they may work for you. So yun, we had this episode to advocate to people to invest more into their food, to their diet, because eating is something we do, everybody does
that's
naman
our fuel
every day.
Kaya very important na malinis, maganda yung fuel.
If you want to have a good life, ganun, dapat yung pinapasok mo sa system mo good din.
So there. And then kahit na pakonti-konti lang, 1% every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just get that progress going. Get that snowball effect.
Yes, snowball effect is what we're trying to work on.
All right.
So pakonti-konti lang, come up with your own design, make it a default. Yung pagkain nyo, default na okay siya. Tapos, give yourself some treats then. That's what we do, di ba? Pagka weekend.
But don't let go with it naman.
Wag ka naman,
Yeah. All right. Thanks again for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fresfausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto's son. Wishing you guys a healthier and fitter 2020.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.